So today we are talking about fast hands. Fast hands is a bit of a weird one. It doesn't actually increase your DPS. I have seen a lot of comments and people saying that the highest DPS AR in the game is fast hands on a FAMAS. This is point blank simply not true. The only way to really increase your DPS is more damage, really, and actually hit the thing you're aiming at, which is helpful. Right, so I am using two carbine 7s. One on the left has fast hands, one on the right has strained. So all we're going to do now is a DPS check. Pretty simple. We're going to start off with the weapon, the carbine 7 with fast hands, and we're just going to shoot the guy in the head and just keep track of our DPS on the right hand side. So 7.5. We're going to do it best of 3 just because crit rates are a thing. Crit ratios, however you want to call it. Stop squeaking, chair. And we're going to go again, and we hear 8.2. So that seems pretty standard. Let's do it a third time, and we're going to get 8.2 again. Awesome. So it's fair to say that we're getting about 8.2 million DPS. We're now going to use strained. This is a damage talent. So in terms of DPS, this should do more. 9.8 now. Let's go again. What are we going to get? 8.9. So in terms of DPS, strained will do more. It's just that simple. The reason fast hands isn't good for as a DPS talent is because, well, like I said, it doesn't actually offer you DPS. The calculations that involve your reload are for your sustained damage. Now, this is the part where it gets a bit wafty, simply because there are three ways you can actually increase your sustained damage. One is just do more DPS. 2 is lower your reload time. And 3 is increase your magazine size. If you do all of those 3, you will do more sustainable damage over a period of time. So we're going to do 3 reloads here, still using the strained weapon. We can see that over 3 magazines, we got to about high 5 mil, low 6 mil. We're now going to go with fast hands, and hopefully you should see it's a bit more comfortable. The dip doesn't go as low, but we can actually get, I think the highest we got in like sustainable DPS at one point was about 6.7 mil. So in terms of sustain, fast hands will work better, but not by much, sadly. It's not that it's a bad talent. Fast hands is a very good talent, and I know a lot of people that swear by fast hands. The issue is it's RNG based, and just to show that now, I'm going to put a few mags into this guy's chest. So there we got 28. So that's 28 crits. 33. 34. This goes on and on and on. It's always RNG. And for me personally, I know a lot of people don't go this way, but for me, leaving my stats down to RNG is a bit of a weird way to go. I'd rather know that I'm just able to just do straight up damage and not really rely on overall weird mechanics. Like Sledgehammer, in order to get the greatest damage available, I have to hit things with a grenade. Good luck hitting things with a grenade. It's why I tend to lean more towards stats like Optimist, Strained. Optimist isn't really that good, but it's easy to use. I have no idea how to calculate the DPS, but it's easy to use and I can get along with it. Fast hands is a very good option, especially for things like boss burns in raids. I also imagine it could be pretty handy in things like PvP, especially if you're dealing with a slightly tankier opponent. Being able to reload very quickly and get back into doing damage is, I imagine, very handy. But I will leave the PvP comments to my betters because I have no idea about PvP. Anyway, yes, I have a webcam as well, by the way. Looking at you, yeah, I can imagine all the people like, oh my god, face reveal. This is like the second time I've done it. I believe this is a better way of doing it, but we'll figure it out. So yeah, just to sort of show like the capability of fast hands, I am going to go get myself killed again for science, which I do so much. So much. Anyway, fast hands is not really that good for DPS. It is good for sustain. It is good for boss burns. And if you're unsure of what talent to actually put on any of your ARs or LMGs specifically because of their horrific reload rate, Fast Hands is a really good safe option. It's not like you particularly need extra damage. I mean, I'm killing these guys pretty damn easy on Heroic. It works fine. That being said though, depending on how you want to look at it, because DPS comes in burst and then sustained DPS, so you can still in a weird way argue that Fast Hands is a DPS talent, but it's more for your sustainable DPS than it is your straight up DPS. If you want to know the difference, I have done a video on that previously, quite recently in fact. But anyway, in the meantime, have fun, good luck, don't die. It's bad for the health.